Judith? What's it meant?
Well, it's just basically meant sleeping in a lot more when I do wake up, knowing that I'm not going to feel like I'm going to vomit, which is a pretty good feeling.
Yes. Same for you, Tony?
Well, looking at that Arnold Schwarzenegger clip you played, I just remember sitting in the makeup chair for about 3 days while they did that. So, and all that physical stuff, there was no makeup there. That was all as a result purely of dancercise.
Yes, yes, I understand that. The interesting thing, of course, about Degeneration, The Late Show, which was so successful on the ABC, is that not only was it of huge appeal to people away from show business, but I would suggest that in the last 6 months, certainly maybe even longer than that, whenever anyone on television was asked their favourite show, they would put down The Late Show. So if you're able to get to both audiences, that's got to be an achievement of some kind.
We paid a lot of people a lot of money, Bert.
Old friends and all that sort of thing.
Very few television celebrities get ratings books, unfortunately, Bert, so...
Right. Although ratings were always good, weren't they?
Oh, they were up and down, up and down.
Yeah, I would suggest the audience that you had there, though, was a very loyal one. Matter of fact, it's almost like previous milestone shows in years gone by, going back as far as as in Melbourne Tonight with Graham. There were certain venues and places that were affected because no one really arrived until after the show was to air, which is pretty good. Great compliment.
Golly.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Last question on The Late Show, seeing that you're so interested in talking about it. Why didn't you say yes to another series immediately, and also yes to a lot of commercial propositions that were put to you?
Well, all the commercial propositions, they kind of wanted us to go on in the Hey Dad time slot, and it was too early for us. Mick Malloy couldn't drop his pants that early, we were told. They'd have to put that little effect, you know, the Prism hard copy effect over him, and it just wouldn't have had the same appeal, I don't think.
What's your excuse, Judy?
Well, my excuse is that I've had a gutful of this country, Bert, and I'm going to go overseas for a while.
Yeah, fair enough. Why not? But before you go, you're going to do the season, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Look, I won't leave before Saturday night.
What's it all about?
Fair. Oh, just really four people getting up and having a bit of a chat, I think.
Having a yak.
I've left somebody out then.
Darren Casey is a friend of ours.
Right.
He's a Melbourne comedian. He's got a few jokes up his sleeve, so he'll be entertaining.
Where have you played this already so far?
We've been to Hobart, Fremantle and Adelaide with this. So,
and then it's Melbourne at the Palais Theatre, National Theatre.
The National Theatre.
National Theatre as of tomorrow night, then Friday and Saturday, and possibly a show on Sunday too?
Possibly. We're not sure. We're not sure if people are buying tickets. We haven't... Nobody's told us.
If they're not, they're crazy.
Yeah, exactly. What a non-commercial line. Just lovely to hear you say. Of course, the problem would be, over the Easter period, I suppose it'd be pretty hard to check out on those figures, wouldn't it?
Well,
People are too busy drinking.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. You've got a lovely... I love your view on life. You know, when you first came in to The Late Show, all of a sudden, there was some sort of...
The talk turned blue.
Yeah, exactly.
My mother stopped watching as soon as Judith... she
I'm
got
gonna
out her
propose
tapes
to
of
you
The
in a
Good
minute.
Life and the To the Manor Born as soon as Judith started.
I promise you no more questions about Late Show, but this is sort of not... Well, it's got to do with it, I guess. How hard is it for you to have a life away from that? Because you were so hot with a particular demographic that when they see you, they want to talk to you.
Well, yes, but all of us, we all live in Camberwell. We all live far away from our audience, so that we never run into our audience. Who are our audience, Judith?
Oh, they seem to be young, a lot of young children, I think.
Yeah.
We get a lot of that, but fortunately this isn't my real face. So when I go out in public, I just, you know, I rip it off and no one knows it's me.
You get a lot of people coming up to you, Bert, with ideas, you know, in the street.
Yes. Isn't that welcome?
Yeah, exactly. Or you get people coming up to you and going, tell us, you're a comedian, tell us a joke. You know, they immediately want to have a joke. I always think, do these people go up to a proctologist and say, can you put your hand up my bottom? I mean,
Sure.
It's an awkward situation.
And I'll bet you get the same thing that I've experienced over the years, both with Don Lane and also with Graham Kennedy. You're somewhere, and someone can be totally nice to you, but they say, oh, where's Don? And you say, well, I'm just having... Yeah, but where is he? But they imagine, in your case, that you and Mick would be everywhere and anywhere together 24 hours a day.
Well, what they say to me is, where's Mick's underpants? And I think you can usually hazard a guess to where they'd be.
Hanging somewhere? What about, with the show now for the four... You seriously are going overseas?
Yeah, yeah.
When?
May, hopefully.
Right. For how long?
Oh, hopefully forever. No, I really don't know. I just want to... I've never done that crazy thing of going around and, you know, maybe I'll get some new jokes out of it, which would be nice.
Will you work over there?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to do the Edinburgh Festival, maybe even with Tony and Mick, and we'll just see what happens.
You're very proud, aren't you, that you're the only comedian in Australia that hasn't been nominated the best accepted at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
We haven't been the hit of the Fringe.
That's right.
You can find comedians who have told one joke in one pub in Melbourne and they'll have a flyer out the front of the show. It says, hit of the Edinburgh Fringe.
Isn't that
So
wonderful?
we've decided we'll have a go at it this year, maybe.
Well, I wish you well with the show down at the National Theatre. As I say, it opens tomorrow night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, possibly on Sunday. It's a great opportunity for you to see Molloy, Martin and Lucy, or all in action. They're on stage, an evening of loose talk and foolish behaviour, I believe.
And balloon animals.
And good luck to you both. Great to see you. Thanks a lot, Tony. Just one question to you, Tony. Where's Nick? Underpants?
He's in Adelaide.
Hanging up. He actually is in Adelaide,
He's in
isn't he?
Adelaide,
He's doing a straight play?
He's doing proper theatre with Robin Archer.
What's it called, you know?
It's Accidental Death of an Anarchist, and Robin Archer's directing. They're getting on like a house on fire, apparently.
Terrific. And that obviously opens well after the 4 nights at the National
I've
Theatre.
no idea.
Fair enough. Well, if he's not there, you'll realise he's back in Adelaide. Thank you again, please,
Thank you.
Tony and Jill. Great to have you here.